So, are we going to have a conversation about Vini Jr. and are we going to be talking about what the hell is going on with Vini Jr. so far this season, and to be rather specific, what the hell is going on with Vini Jr. in 2025? Or are we just going to pretend nothing is going on? Are we just going to pretend everything that's going on at the moment is normal? Or are we just going to brush it to the side? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, boys and girls. Let's have a chat. Let's have a chat. And again, this isn't a conversation of me disrespecting Vini. How dare anyone disrespect our son? He is our son. Vini Jr. is literally a son to every single Real Madrid fan. He came as a little young boy. He's matured into a young king. But parents need to speak to the kids. And right now, I'm going to speak to Vini Jr. because this is a serious conversation. It's a very serious conversation. But it's a conversation of being objective. It's a conversation of me on the... It's more of a concern. I'm concerned. I'm not angry. I'm concerned. But at the same time, I've seen some rival fans, or some even Madrid fans, who claim they are Madrid fans, by the way, they are throwing fake narratives about this little young kid, Vini Jr. They are throwing narratives about Vini Jr. hasn't scored in 3 months. He's only scored 1 goal in 3 months, and he hasn't scored in over 130 days. I mean, listen, technically that's a fact. I can't deny a fact. You can't dispute a fact. But at the same time, every fact comes with context. Every fact comes with context. That's like me saying Lamine Yamal's got 3 league goals. That's a fact. Bukayo Saka hasn't scored a league goal in 4 months. That's a fact. But with context, he's been injured. Phil Foden has played... Phil Foden has no context, brother. That brother's been ass. Anyway, listen. With Vini, that's context as well. And it's true. He's only scored 1 league goal in 3 months. Technically, that's true. That is true. But at the same time, let's put context into it. The last league game that he scored outside of Girona 2 weeks ago was the Ganes, where he scored a hat-trick. After that, got injured. 4 weeks, got injured. Didn't play a single league game. Came off the bench against Rayo, it's fine. Seville, didn't play. The last game of the season, didn't play. Then, La Liga, they've got winter breaks. 2 weeks. He comes back against Valencia, gets red-carded, suspended for 2 games. After that, plays a game, but then 5 yellow cards, it's not part of the team as well. So... technically speaking, so if you want to really break it down, outside of Girona and going all the way back to Leganes, there's only really been 5 games he hasn't scored. So that 3 months period is really cut into 5 games. This is why context is so important. This is why I don't believe everything you hear online. Because everything you hear online nowadays is all misleading. It's all for rage bait. It's all for fake clicks. And this is what I'm talking about. Don't believe what you hear. Now, I'll put that to the side. I don't care about that. I just wanted to address it quickly. But I don't care about that. I want to talk about a serious conversation, which I think every Madrid fans are now starting to feel like that what is going on is not normal. We are now approaching March. Real Madrid are currently mid-March competing for 3 trophies. 3 trophies which matters. A treble, which we have never done. And we are in a good position in all 3 of them. Champions League, we won the first leg, going into the second leg in the round of 16 against Atleti. Copa del Rey, we've won the first leg, away from home to Sociedad, going now into home, semi-finals. In the league, we're only 3 points behind Barcelona, and there's so many games to go, especially when Barcelona's got Atleti next, and we also have the decider against Barcelona at Nou Camp in May. So there is so many games to go, and this is why we are literally in contention for 3 trophies. It's very concerning when we are in contention for 3 trophies, and when we are in the middle of the month, middle of March, and one of our best players, the so-called, this is his team, hasn't really done anything to deserve to be his team, and hasn't really given us any sort of optimism. Like, let's be real, this month of Vini Jr., this year of Vini Jr., this is why I say it's very important to put context into it. Because if we go all the way back to the start of the season, let's go back to the start of the season. Let's address it. Let's find out why. Let's break it down. Because Vini Jr. entered the season with basically everyone knew he was going to win the Ballon d'Or. He came into the season saying to himself, he had that little arrogance, that swagger in himself. I'm going to win the Ballon d'Or. I'm going to win the Ballon d'Or. Everyone knew he's going to win the Ballon d'Or. He's been told he's going to win the Ballon d'Or. Ever since that final Champions League winning goal against Dortmund, it was pretty much set and dusted. Vini Jr. is going to win the Ballon d'Or. Come September, the Ballon d'Or is not his. So now that's a complete mental shock. You can't really expect, again, put yourself in that position. Everyone's been telling you, you've made plans, bro. You've made moves. I've made plans. I've made everything that I'm going to win the Ballon d'Or, the most prestigious individual award in the whole world. And then you're telling me what? I'm not going to win it? Just randomly like that? Where for the past 4 months, everyone's been telling me I'm going to win it. So that is a complete shock in itself. What he did to overcome that is very simple, very admirable, fair play to him. He came out and said, you know what, I'm going to work 10 times harder. 10 times harder basically means what you did last season was very good, but I'm going to do much better than what I did last season. Well, last season you did something extraordinary, by the way. You literally had the Ballon d'Or season last season, but you said, I'm going to do 10 times harder. All right, cool. That's fine. All good. All good. And you started very well. Month and a half from September before you got injured. You were literally our best attacker. You were literally our best player. Our best player, bro. Mbappe was still cold. Rodrigo was hit and miss. He was injured. Jude was still trying to find his form, but Jude was very good in terms of, but Jude has a complete different responsibility. So you were our best player, basically. Then you got injured. You came back at Atlanta. Goal and assist. And this is me thinking, second half of the season, Vini Jr., just like what happened last season, we're about to eat. We're about to feast in 2025. And then boom, 2025, filled with disappointments. Filled with just looking at you, I'm like, really, bro? The suspensions, the yellow cards, the complaining, the bad performances, not getting the ball, losing the ball. This month so far, there isn't, and I repeat, there isn't a performance which I said to myself, all right, this is the Vini. This is the Vini that I know. Maybe you can say, yeah, the Girona game where he scored. Maybe you can say, well, the game early this season against... but this is what I'm talking about. It's literally 3 months, and I'm struggling to find one good performance from him. And this is where we need to talk about it. This is where we need to address it, because we cannot, and I repeat, cannot accept this any further. Especially where this is now crunch time. And you are supposed to be our crunch time player, clutch player. And I think everyone, let's be real, yeah? Everyone deserves a pass. Everyone deserves a bad season pass. Vini Jr. can basically cash in. He's done so much over the past 4 years of consistency, of stepping up, of taking this team on his back. We can afford a couple months. But at the same time, when we're competing for 3 trophies, and when other players are doing it, we need you now to do it. If you're having good performance after good performance, and my expectation towards you isn't the Ballon d'Or player that I know you are, then I wouldn't say this. I wouldn't make this video. But my problem with you has just not only been on the pitch, it's been off the pitch as well. This season, so far 2025, I feel like rather than playing against the other team, you've been basically playing against the referee and against the fans. This is my problem with you. You have basically made yourself a villain for 2025. Where there's no point of having this persona and this gimmick of yours. You're too concerned with complaining after a yellow card. You're too concerned when you don't get a foul, complaining. This should not be you. I did not see that before from you. So I don't know what's changed. Now you're doing it. You've done it last season, but it wasn't to the excessive amount which now I'm seeing every game from you. Specifically in 2025, specifically now, every away ground you go to, you're complaining. You're taking yourself out of the game for the sole purpose of the fans, of the referee, of the other team, where you should be telling yourself, I've got 10 players behind me who are relying on me. Why am I not stepping up for them? And again, you are now one of our leaders. You're not 17, 18, 19 years old, bro. You're 24 years old. You are now being looked at as one of the leaders. And the only time which I felt like you acted like a leader is when in 45 minutes you wore the captain armband. This is the first time I said to myself, okay, this is a complete different version. Because you went away from home. And bear in mind, the captain armband you wore away from home. And fans were trying to provoke you. The other team was trying to provoke you, but you ignored every single thing of it. Why can't I not see that every single game? So that provoking and that complaining needs to absolutely stop. And you came out and said it in the press conference last week and said, you know what? I need to learn. My brother, you have to learn. Not I need to, you have to learn. It's getting to an extent that it's hurting the team. Because every yellow card matters. And every yellow card doubles up. And then boom, you're out for the next game. Every yellow card, then boom, one risky challenge, red card. We can't afford to play with 10 men. We can't afford to play without you because you're one of our most important players. You've shown over the past 4 months. Past 4 years. So the complaining needs to stop. And now the performances. The performances, you're doing too much certain games. You have the ball, trying to do extra dribbles. There's no need to do extra dribbles. You're passing the ball. There's no need for you to pass the ball. You're shooting where you should be passing. You're standing still where you should be moving around. And this isn't just towards you. You need to understand this is a criticism towards the whole team. But I'm looking at you because I've got so much expectation on you and I know who you are. I'm not making a video talking about basically Chimeni to do that, to pretty much do that. Or Ferland Mendy, or Frank Garcia, or Lucas Vasquez, or Arda Güler, or Endrick. Because the expectation on them isn't as high as the expectation is on you. You've given us a bar. Why the hell am I going to drop the bar and drop the standard to convince myself this is a good performance? Absolutely not. The bar is that high. So whenever you play, I want you to basically whether match that or exceed that with your performances. So far, the bar which you've given us, I haven't seen a single performance this season, so far 2025, which has been anywhere near matching it or exceeded it. The last time I witnessed something from it was maybe Leganes. This is where you scored a hat-trick. Or Atlanta. But even that Atlanta game, I know you scored an assist, but again, I never felt you were 100%. I think you're forcing injury. The last time you exceeded that was Dortmund. This was all the way back in September, October. How am I giving you your best performance was 5 months ago? I didn't see you now, bro. Crunch time. It's crunch time, Vini. Your relationship with Mbappe needs to be better. The communication needs to be better. You guys need to talk. You can't, and again, this isn't a criticism. This isn't a knock. We cannot have our best attacker to be Rodrigo. The Batman of this team should be either you or Mbappe. Specifically you. Because this is your team. You should be the Batman of this. The Superman. How the hell are you acting like that Scooby-Doo fam? Like SpongeBob SquarePants fam? Wallah, this is like Tom and Jerry act. Be Batman fam. You're not even Robin. You're not even Robin act. This season you've been acting like, well, that's Batman, that's Robin. Wallah, I don't watch Dark Knight and stuff like that fam. Superman, Spider-Man. What else fam? You get the point fam. I need you to be Superman, Batman, Captain Majid fam. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. But listen, communication needs to be better with Mbappe. Move around. And again, sometimes it comes down to the team. Sometimes it isn't really mostly your fault, to be fair. Because let's have a conversation. Again, this is a very objective conversation. Like I said, this is a therapy session. We need to understand what's going on. And sometimes it's not really only Vini. Because sometimes Vini Jr. touching the ball for 20 touches in one half is unacceptable. This should not be a game where Vini Jr. has touched the ball less than our own goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois. Because so far in 2025 it's happened twice in one half. Sometimes we're too zoned into one side of the pitch where we neglect and forget the other side of the pitch. Sometimes this season we've started the first half only attacking on the right. So we completely neglect the left-hand side. We cannot do that. And this is why I'm saying with the manager and with the coaching system, we don't have a manager, we don't have a system. So now I'm expecting the players, which they've done for the past 3 years, it's nothing new to them. They need to step up. They need to actually carry between themselves. Vini and Mbappe needs to sort this out. So I haven't seen any sort of moment this season where the season started off by Vini trying to help Mbappe with the assists, with the Trevellis, with the penalties and X, Y, and Z. But now, the past, especially the last moment against Atleti, where we should have scored 3 goals. But anyway, this matter needs to be resolved. And I'm not losing faith. Like I said to you, you deserve a pass. Even if you tell me, even if I see you for the rest of the season play bad and stink it up, it's fine. You deserve a pass, bro. You've given us so much. You deserve a bad season. I can't. This is what I need. This is why it's so important for fans to understand. This is why I need to basically adapt as well. Ronaldo and Messi has given us something which now we expect every player to be them. We expect every player to be consistent. It's very, very hard for a player to be consistent for over 50 games every single season. And this is what Ronaldo and Messi has basically taught us. We need to understand that these two are not human. They are aliens. Even if you go back before Ronaldo and Messi, there's always been players that's only had stretches of peak of performances for maybe 3 years, 4 years, and off season, and then they come back, 2 off season, and then they come back. There's never been a consistency of over 10 years or 15 years, the same way Messi and Ronaldo has given us. So this is why Vini is having a bad season. It's fine. I mean, it's fine. I hope he fixes it. This is why I'm saying the disrespect, because I see some Madrid fans say, sell him, get him to Saudi, this and that. My brother, are you okay? Are you absolutely okay in your small little head of yours? Chill the hell out. Chill the hell out. The disrespect, there is criticism and there is disrespect. There is criticism and that's hating. I'm not hating, I'm not disrespecting, I'm concerned, I'm criticizing, because the last 3 months deserves criticism. Deserves criticism. But now, let's see what happens for March, April, May, and then June. Because I better see June. Our season must finish in June. It can't finish in May. I need to see a Champions League final in June. So this is why I said 4 months. March, April, May, June. And the only way we get to June is through you. So now I'm giving you a challenge. The challenge... You think I'm joking, fam? Wallah, you think I'm joking. Wallah al-azim, you think I'm joking. Hold on, fam. You think I'm joking, Ak? What's this? I'll show you. I'll show you. Listen. Let's listen to the Portuguese, bro. Well, that's a Portuguese thing. Let's listen to this. Wait. Portuguese in where is it? In Brazil. Yeah.
Vinicius Júnior, este é desafio para você. Mostre-me pelos próximos 4 meses quem você é. Mostre ao mundo inteiro quem você é. Mostre a eles quem é o melhor jogador do mundo. Mostre a eles quem é o verdadeiro vencedor do balão. Eu acredito em você. Eu confio em você e espero plenamente que você revolucione isso. Não me deixe para baixo, jovem rei.
This is the last thing.
Are you going to be a king? ORAHAYWAN.
Você vai ser rei ou HAYWAN.
Yeah! Vinny, I believe in you, bro. And for the next 3 months, I know you're going to turn this around. Because if you don't, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Guys, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this situation and what's going on. Are we all concerned? Or is this only a bad slump? Or is this a bad season? Put down in the comments, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll see you tomorrow. Barcelona, Sooooo.